Hello students, in the previous lecture of this unit, I have discussed about the thixotropy and thixotropy application of thixotropy in formulations. Now in this lecture, I am going to discuss about determination of viscosity. Viscometer is an instrument used to measure the viscosity of a fluid. The selection of an appropriate viscometer is necessary for successful determination of viscosity. This selection depends upon the type of system whose viscosity is to be determined. Viscometers can be broadly classified as single point viscometers and multi-point viscometers. Now come to the single point viscometers. In case of Newtonian systems where shearing stress is directly proportional to rate of shear, a single point viscometer can be used. These equipment work at single rate of shear. These viscometers provide a single point on rheogram, extrapolation of which gives a complete rheogram. It includes capillary viscometer and falling sphere viscometer, which we will discuss further. Next is multi-point viscometers. In case of non-Newtonian systems, these types of viscometers are used, and these may be used for Newtonian systems as well. These viscometers act at different shear rates to get the entire rheogram. These include cup and bob viscometer and cone and plate viscometer. Now, we will discuss specifically the capillary viscometer. The viscosity of a Newtonian liquid can be determined by measuring the time required for the liquid to pass between two marks as it flows by gravity through a vertical capillary tube known as an Ostwald viscometer. As the name suggests, capillary viscometer, we use a glass capillary to determine the viscosity of sample liquid. Here you can see the diagram of Ostwald viscometer. The time of flow of the liquid under test is compared with the time required for a liquid of known viscosity, that is usually water, to pass between the two marks. यहाँ पे ये दो मार्क्स आप देख सकते हो, स्टार्ट मार्क्स है और स्टॉप मार्क है. यहाँ पे हम क्या करते हैं, इस यूट्यूब ओस्टवॉल्ड विस्कोमीटर में लिक्विड सैंपल फिल करते हैं. उस टेस्ट सैंपल की विस्कोसिटी को एक सैंपल की विस्कोसिटी से, यूजुअली वाटर की विस्कोसिटी से, एक नॉन सैंपल की विस्कोसिटी से कंपेयर करते हैं. ठीक है, तो इसको फिल करने के बाद में ये जो स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट है, स्टार्टिंग मार्क्स है, इस मार्क्स से लेकर के स्टॉप मार्क तक फॉल होने में इसको जितना टाइम लगता है, सैंपल जितना टाइम लेता है, उस टाइम को नोट करते हैं. If eta1 and eta2 are the viscosities of the unknown and the standard liquids respectively, eta1 and eta2 are the respective, यहाँ पे ρ1 and ρ2 होगा. ρ1 and ρ2 are the respective densities of the liquids, and T1 and T2 are the respective flow times in seconds. The absolute viscosity of the unknown liquid eta1 is determined by substituting the experimental values in the equation. Here you can see the relative viscosity of these two liquids, test and sample liquids. So eta1 divided by eta2 is equal to ρ1 T1 divided by ρ2 T2. यहाँ पे हमने देखा eta1 is viscosity of unknown sample, eta2 is viscosity of known sample, that is usually water. ρ1 is density of unknown sample. T1 is time taken by the unknown sample to fall from start mark to stop mark. Eta2 is viscosity of unknown sample, ρ2 is density of unknown sample, and T2 is the time taken by the known sample to fall from start mark to stop mark. The value eta1 by eta2 is equal to eta relative is known as the relative viscosity of the liquid under test. Above equation is based on Poiseuille's law for a liquid flowing through a capillary tube. तो जनरली जो कैपिलरी विस्कोमीटर है वो पॉइजलीज इक्वेशन पे बेस्ड होता है. अगर आपसे प्रिंसिपल ऑफ ओस्टवॉल्ड विस्कोमीटर या कैपिलरी विस्कोमीटर पूछा जाए तो इट्स प्रिंसिपल इज बेस्ड ऑन पॉइजलीज इक्वेशन. व्हाट इज Poiseuille equation? Eta, according to Poiseuille's law, eta is equal to pi r power 4 T delta P divided by 8 L V, where r is equal to radius of the inside of the capillary, T is equal to time of flow, delta P is equal to pressure head in time per centimeter square under which the liquid flows, L is equal to length of the capillary and V is equal to volume of liquid flowing. अब यहाँ पे सैंपल और टेस्ट लिक्विड दोनों के लिए इस कैपिलरी का रेडियस सेम होगा, प्रेशर डिफरेंस सेम होगा, इसकी लेंथ भी सेम होगी और वॉल्यूम भी सेम होगा. ठीक है, अब हम दोनों के लिए अगर कंपेयर करें, रिलेटिव विस्कोसिटी डिटरमाइन करें, तो हमें रिलेटिव विस्कोसिटी के लिए ये फॉर्मूला मिल जाएगा. तो इसकी हेल्प से हम अननोन सैंपल की लिक्विड रिलेटिव विस्कोसिटी डिटरमाइन कर पाएंगे कैपिलरी विस्कोमीटर की हेल्प से. दैट्स इट अबाउट द कैपिलरी विस्कोमीटर. थैंक यू.